Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Rangers Radio and the pre-match show. Today I'm joined on the panel today by my fellow All Bear. How we doing, mate?
I'm very fine, mate. How's yourself?
Aye, tickety-boo, mate, tickety-boo. Wasn't looking forward to doing this, but never mind. People might be obvious.
It is what it is, mate. I'm quite optimistic today anyway, so we've got that back again because for a long time this season we haven't been optimistic, but let's see what happens.
Well, today will not tell us much about the manager, I don't think. It'll tell us more about the players than anything else. And for me, the players have got a clean sheet today. They can throw all the blame to Michael Beale's way if they can turn their performances round about and we've had for the last couple of weeks. What do you think of that?
I agree with you, mate. I agree. It's more about the players. It's performance is a bonus. If we get a performance, it'd be great, but it tells you we need to get the win. But first and foremost, the win. And I think that's what he's saying to the players. We'll not hold you to task if you're not playing particularly well, but we'll definitely hold you to task if you don't go out and get a win today. So I think that's what I'm looking for. I think that's what the manager's looking for as well. And I think I'll be positive about it. I think we'll do the win. I said last night. I think we'll win comfortable, and I stick by that. I still think they'll win comfortable, but we'll wait and see, mate. We'll wait and see. But I think you're going to get the new manager bounce anyway. You'd be expecting that, wouldn't you? The new manager bounce, and then see what his wee tactics, his wee sprinkling his seeds. He says, let's see what that brings. I'm looking forward to it, mate.
Aye, there's also a wee test for the support today. Maybe we'll cut back and give a little bit of chance to the players and maybe cut down in the moaning and groaning for a wee while, you know.
No booing the day, mate. No booing. I don't want to hear any booing the day. That's done. That part of the season and that part's done now. We just go on with supporting the team.
What I'm hoping to see myself today is probably a wee tweak in the tactics. Players being more dominant on the ball, running off the ball, being brave, as he keeps saying in his press conferences all week, when they are on the ball to take chances and attempt passes going forwards rather than sideways. You agree with that?
Yeah. Exactly, mate. I mean, the guy's telling you what he wants, and it's loud and clear. I mean, all the supporters are reading it, so I don't see why the players can't read it as well. He's definitely wanting the bravery on the ball, and he's definitely wanting the ball going forward. No doubt about it, mate. But we're all saying for all season, take the handbrake after him, take the handbrake. Well, there's the manager told you, he's took the handbrake after you. Let's see who's going now. Because I don't want to see Lundstrom and Raskin sitting deep. I really don't. I don't. Push forward, get involved in a game. No, I mean, I really want to see them involved in a game and know that silly walking football nonsense.
Good point. Anyway, might as well put the listeners out their misery and give them a team, mate.
Here we go now. It's Butland, Tavernier, Golson, Suter, Barisic. Midfield is Lundstrom, Raskin and Lammers. Up front is Seema, Wright and Dessers. Now, I've done a 4-3-3. I don't know if it's going to be a 4-3-3. Substitutes, McCorry, Ridman, Jack, Cantwell, Roof, Davis, Balogun, McCausland and Danilo. What do you think of that?
Well, I think the back four is probably picks itself. Also, the midfield too, Barisic and Lundstrom were probably always going to be starters, considering our injury problems at the moment. And going forward, this is where it gets a bit dicey. Dicey for me is Lammers, Seema, Wright and Dessers. I mean, two of the front two, Wright and Dessers, have got pelters after the support for probably since the start of the season. And it'll be interesting to see why he has picked him. Will he try and put in some new ideas into them? Maybe Dessers will show a wee bit more ability on the ball. Maybe Wright will have the confidence to take players on and get to the byline and create chances. So we'll need to wait and see. I don't know what you think.
I think he's directly talking to the three of the players, Lammers, Wright and Dessers. I think what you're saying about the bravery and don't no make a pass because you might get booed. It's the bravery bit he's talking about. I think he's talking directly to the three players. Do something. Go on the ball. Want on the ball. Try and make something happen. Doesn't matter if it doesn't come off. I mean, just keep on trying, and eventually it will come off. But be brave. I mean, you're out there to impress. You're out there to show what you can do. So why hide? There's no point in hiding. And that boy, right, especially. I mean, that boy should have been tearing it up for about 2 seasons now. It really should have been. I don't know why he doesn't. Maybe it's just lack of ability. I don't know. But occasionally he shows a glimpse of something, and you go, "Oh, you look all right there." He scored in the Scottish Cup final. But all of a sudden, he just goes into this mental shell. I don't know. And he's not the only one. Let's be honest. He's not the only one. Big Lammers, he just needs to hurt teams. He's got skill. There's no doubt about it. He's got skill. But he's shown it in the rank parts. For me, the rank parts of the park, he needs to show it in the last third, especially all round about and in the 18-yard box, and hurt teams. Actually create chances, take shots, score goals. That's what he's there to do. As far as I'm concerned, that's what he's there to do. Dessers is Dessers. I mean, he needs to understand that he can't keep running off. That's a wee bit of cheek. He can't keep finding himself offside all the time. He needs to keep himself on side and start joining up the play for the rest of the team. That's what he's in the team for. So we'll see what happens. Maybe he's got through to him. Maybe he's not got through to him. But we'll see the day anyway.
Are we expecting to see quite a lot of changes? Maybe half time, 60 minutes with the likes of Cantwell, Roof and Danilo, etc. on the bench, that as he stated in his press conference that some players are capable of playing X amount of minutes and they'll use the squad like that at the moment.
I think he will, mate. I think it's no choice. He's got to think of what's coming up as well. And he's got to, the only way you get these players fit is by playing them. So if they can't play 90 minutes, they've got to play the minutes they can play. I hope we're well out of sight by that time happen, but the way things have been working out this season, we won't be out of sight. So they're going to come on when it still matters. The game's still alive, for want of a better terminology. But I definitely think they'll come on, mate. I don't think for a minute they're just going to sit on that bench for 90 minutes and they'll go on at all. Quite surprised Sterling's not on the bench as well. But anyway, I hope they go on. I hope Cantwell's back up. Sorry, mate.
The thing for me is that I think he's got to see for himself these players playing live in a competitive game. Watching them on clips of previous games, I don't think you get a sense of how they're playing throughout the game. And these players will need to either make the pass mark or out the door they go, as far as I'm concerned. And
I hope he's done. Sorry, I hope he's actually addressed the corner kick situation regarding picking up players in our box, because the last 2 or 3 games it's been pretty poor, mate. Really, really poor. So I hope he's done a wee bit of work. I know he's not getting enough time to do everything. I hope he's really looked at that and went, we're not losing goals like this again. We're going to, might not eradicate them, but we're going to definitely not going to lose as many goals like that again. I hope he has, mate. I don't know if he did, but I hope he has.
Another thing I would like to see as well is Stoke to have taken every free kick, every bye kick, every corner kick, every shy, delegate people and make it a wee bit of a difference in the one person doing everything for me.
I agree with that.
I hope he's another one that maybe kicks on with a new manager. And I'm a big fan of Tav, but I think he's been under the weather this season, and maybe this is just the wee boost he needs to get back to the form that we've seen last year.
I agree with you, mate. I agree with you. As corner kicks, for example, I mean, how many corner kicks has the boy taken? How many actual goals do we score for it? It's ridiculous, mate. It really is. But anyway, corner kicks are corner kicks. There's not many teams score a lot of goals for corner kicks. But what I'd like to see Tav is not take the corner kicks, but hanging about in the edge of the box, because we know we can strike a ball. We all know that. So I would have him run about there and just saying, you pick up into the drops there and have a dig. Right away, have a dig. I think it'd be more effective than doing that than he is firing in corner kicks. Because I don't think he's particularly good at corner kicks, because we never seem to Golson's the one that keeps wanting. He's got one target, basically, Golson, and that's it. And every team knows it. So they just block Golson out the play, and that's it. That's the end of the danger for us. So for that point, I like to have no to take the corner kicks, but I'd also like the mix it up and just it's no Golson you go for all the time. There's decoys in there. Golson might even be one of the decoys and hit somebody else for a change. Who?
All
I
your
don't
front
know.
players are decoys, mate. They don't do anything. Anyway, I suppose we better get these phone lines open.
Aye.
Let's go.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Yes, why don't you come? Oh, why don't you come? Hey,
sorry,
right on you go.
Go for it. No, you go for it. Go for it.
No, come on. No, let's have a go.
I should have said it the other way then. I wish you some of your players stop being decoys and start actually being effective. Anyway, sorry mate for interrupting.
Anyway, looking at the game today, I think it'll be an open game of football. I think Nick Montgomery will bring Hibs to Ibrox to have a go at us, mate. I think they're unbeaten in their last 6 outings. We'd be naive to think that they're going to come out all out attack. I think they'll go forward as the 10 going forward and then 10 back. I think that's the sort of way they'll play. They'll play on the break and defend for their lives. Although at the moment their defensive record is not too clever. They've had a couple of players away in international duty like myself. I think the boy Lewis Miller got his debut against England, the fullback. And who was the other one? The winger. Forgot his name.
Boyle,
aye. Both of them were away playing with Australia. So the rest of the time they've been able to play bounce games at Edinburgh. And are working towards a good build-up against Rangers. So I think they'll be equipped to take us on today. And I'm looking forward to a good game.
I'm looking forward to a good game myself. As I said last night, I mean, Boyle's the big concern for me because the boy has got pace and he's not a bad player. I'll give him that. I hate to say it about any of their players, but it's true. He is a good player. So I think what they'll try and do is sucker us up the park so they can get the space in behind so he can exploit his pace. Don't get me wrong, we're going to play an attacking game anyway, so we can't just sit back because he's got pace. We'll still go to attack. We'll still go to fill the park up and show our intentions to actually get out and winning the game. So, I'm expecting a decent game. Put it that way, mate.
Had a wee bit of luck with a break in the weather after the last couple of days, and the sun is shining at the moment as I look out my window, and it doesn't look as though the wind's too high, so it should be good conditions for the game today.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Yeah. There's no excuse for the weather. Put it that way. And Ibrox will be superb. The condition, the surface itself will be superb, as it always is. So there's no reason we can't get a good game today. But we need the win. We need the win. We need to win this game, regardless what way we play. We need to win this game. And I hope he's drilled that into the players. Don't come off that part and say that he didn't win. There is no reason. There's no excuse you can give me for no winning.
Aye, I'd agree 100% with that. I think have we been joined by old Davy yet? No, I don't think he's in yet. So Terry's not got a hold of him yet. I mean, Rangers have got the better of Hibs of late, unbeaten in the last 19 Premier League games, with winning 13, drawing 6 and losing 0. Hibs are looking for a first league win in the fixture since 2018. So the odds look good for us to play against them, and we have been joined by old Davy. Afternoon, Davy.
Good afternoon, guys. Nice to hear you.
Afternoon, Dave.
It's always a pleasure. Regarding the day's game, I've just something I picked up in what you were saying, folks, about certain characters that are playing and who are not in tune with the rest of us. I'm a bit worried, like what you were saying, is it's the usual suspects here. And see, if they just turn up and start giving us the same garbage, I worry that the Bears are going to get right on their case, which is not going to help us a bit. But it's not my team anyway. I think we've got a better team on the bench, but obviously he sees it differently. It'll be interesting to see who turns up and who's going to just give the same garbage.
Albert?
I think his hands are tied with the medical staff, mate, and the fitness brigade. I think they've told him that these players on the bench are not ready for 90 minutes. So if they were ready for 90 minutes and up to speed, I think you'd have known the park. I think the team would be completely different. So I think he's just gone with what he's gone through. He's gone with advice given by his backroom staff. And this is the point I was trying to make for long enough. Is it the right information he's getting? Well, I don't know about that, but he'll certainly know after the day whether it's right or wrong. But that's the team, and that's the team, and that's the team he only could pick. I can't really see any other team. He might have started Roofe and Cantwell and then took them off. He might have done it that way. Because we had a wee discussion last night about that. I was saying he'll probably do it that way, and then I thought, no, he'll probably start. It doesn't really matter. You're not going to get 90 minutes out of them no matter what you do. But it's all about the result, Davey. Depends on the scores and blah, blah.
Yeah,
blah, blah,
I agree. Totally agree. It's 100% the result it counts. But my philosophy of this is Dessers and Lammers were on the bench against St Mirren. What are they doing playing the day? Obviously, there's a couple of injuries on it to pick you up in that. But there's players there who could play at the beginning of that game and get us into the game rather than starting with the usual suspects who can't start a game. And
but
they can't finish it either.
David, he's got to see for himself.
Oh, no. Yeah,
some the players that you're mentioning, like Scott Wright, Lammers and Dessers, they can't play any worse than they've been playing. And if we see some improvement in them today, I think that will be a wee bonus for the manager. He'll be able to see what they're capable of really doing, playing under a sort of different system with different instructions. Yeah,
I never mentioned Scott Wright, actually. I didn't want him screw up Ox's day. but I'm surprised. You're spot on, folks. You're spot on. I mean, we'll see what we get. Well, I worry about. I'm just worried. Maybe it's just the way we've been over the last 2 or 4 or 5 games, but I know he's got his hands tied, so. They can't, the ones that have been sort of the usual suspects, hopefully, after what he watches, good, bad, or in between, he'll have a better idea where he's heading, because you can't judge that guy at all on this one game. Unfortunately, that's the nature of the beast.
I agree with you, pal. Well, we've had a pretty settled defence, although when we look at that, starting from the back, Butland's been good this season, a good success, good signing, strong, coming for the ball, sounds dominant in the box. The back four has roughly been the back four that's survived for the last 2 seasons, isn't it? You know, basically 3 out of the 4 have. So we want to see them more organised, stop getting away stupid mistakes that we pick out all the time when we're talking in the aftermatch shows. In the midfield, will we see some pace or some sort of technical ability for John Lundstrom and Raskin, who have been poor, let's be honest. A couple of good games in Europe, and that's been their whack. 90% of the time they've been average, to say best, and let's see what they can produce today. Maybe you'll give them the confidence to produce a bit of creativity and make some chances for those up front.
Yeah,
I think Albert.
Aye, I definitely agree, mate. I mean, the defence, you're right, they've been there for 2-3 years and they've been consistently rotten. So let's hope it's an improvement today, and he's tweaked a mentality of some of the players in that defence, and they don't make the mistakes. But the one I'm just to get off the subject slightly, mate, is the one I'm disappointed didn't get a start is Wee McCausland. I definitely think the boy deserved a start today. Definitely. Yeah. He's a superb player. But if picked right over the boy McCausland, I don't know. He'll know better than me. I don't know. We don't see them every day, as we keep saying, but on the evidence of what we've seen on the park and the short spells we've seen McCausland, he's a far superior player, right? Far
Philip,
superior.
your first match.
Sorry, mate. Was that the interview?
Sorry, lads, there. I was just getting a pre-match interview from the manager lined up, so we might as well hear him.
Yep.
In charge, it obviously has been a busy week for you. How ready are you on the squad for this game this afternoon?
I'm totally ready. Looking forward to that. Of course, the squad's not been a long time together. It's only 2 trainings. So I don't expect the perfection today. It's impossible in that way, but I want to see the things we practiced. I want to see the good mentality. That's the foundation of everything, and like this, step by step, making our football story better together, because my way of football is about a lot of movement together. You need some time to get this timing together, and that everybody understands.
In terms of your team selection, can you just talk us through that this afternoon and what you're hoping to see from them?
The team selection, I don't think there are many surprises. There are some guys coming back, like Todd Cantwell, but not yet totally fit to play 90 minutes. Kemar Roof also not fit to play 90 minutes. So for the moment, it's a little bit a puzzle to see who's totally fit, who can start games, who's not, and bringing players back in a good way, as fast as possible, not as fast as possible, and to break them again. So a lot of things to think about.
In terms of Hibernian, how much have you been able to look at them over the past few days, and what kind of challenge do you feel they'll pose?
Yeah, a lot. They've been doing a good job. In a few weeks ago, a new manager came in and they didn't lose until now any games. Their team also plays good football. It's a team also with a lot of pace, good on the transition. So those are things to take care for, and to use our own qualities now. So I'm really curious to see what the reaction of my players is.
Yeah, you touched on it obviously being the start and maybe not perfect today, but how important is it to get off to a winning start this afternoon?
It's always important, but it's about now to have this marathon until the end of the season. It can be that you win today, and if you don't work in a good way, it's of no use. It can be that you don't win today, but you work really good, and we have a great season. So not the season is not stopping today, but I want to see the things we practiced, and I want to see the good mentality, that we get this synergy back between fans and players, and let's start out of that.
Well, that was the manager, Philippe Clement, and we've doubled up here when they all get special here. We've been joined by Andy for Leeds this afternoon. Andy, what did you think of the manager there?
He's just playing his cards close to his chest at the moment, isn't he? I mean, there's no blame on him just at the moment, no matter what happens. The trust will be in whether the players go along with him, where the real worry is. I'm with old David. I'm a bit surprised that he started with Dezes and Lammers. Right, I know he's saying right, some of them will get minutes and they're not ready to play. Well, I would have sooner gone with starting with Cantwell. I know he's been out, and Denalio. I would have gone with them because I think we get more chance of getting in front. What worries me is with these two, if we don't get in front and it's late and the game goes on to 60 minutes, you're bringing them on. Our team tends to feel sorry for themselves when it's tight. I would have liked to see us get the guys that I think could get us in front, not bringing them on if we're chasing the game. That's just the way I would have gone. I would have gone the other way around. I'm a bit surprised at they two. But I get maybe he's getting them in the window to try and see if they can play under him a wee bit, and then, teams might, or other clubs might come looking for him down the line. Maybe he's trying that, I don't know. But we've just got to get out there. I just hope they buy into him, you know what I mean, and try and get some results and get the momentum going forward. If we can get that doing, get guys fit, then it might start coming together. That's how I'm just seeing it today. That's just my wee take.
Would you agree with that, all, Bill?
Aye, I'm on a day, actually. I'm on with Fox, old Davey and Andy. I'm on with last of the summer line, that's what I'm on with.
I'm the youngest, Am I the youngest here?
You're what age are you?
I'm 63 next, so
Oh,
you shouldn't be on you. You're a pup.
Aye.
I'm just a baby. I'm just a baby with you lot, eh?
You should be on with the young. You should be on the young team on a Tuesday night. U63.
Aye.
I agree with you saying, Andy. It's right. It's one of the ones. Put them on at the start. Try and win the game. Well, try and get the goals, and then take them off, or wait till the game's developed and you see where they can go in and do their most damage and get them fit again. It's a balancing act, isn't it? What's the right way? What's the wrong way? If we're 3-0 up and you bring them on, you say that was the right way. If we're 3-0 down, you bring them on, you say it was the wrong way. It's just one of the things, mate. He's got to get them fit anyway, but they're not the most important thing a day. The win's the most important thing a day, you know. So it doesn't matter when they're on and when or they go on or they don't go on or when they go on. It's winning the game. Just win the game. Put this mob to the sword, and then we'll all be happy. And if they get minutes or they get on the park for half an hour or whatever it is, you'll be happy with that as well, because that's them getting fitter for the next game.
A win's the most important thing. How we play comes secondary for me today. Hopefully we will notice the little changes the manager's brought to the team. But the win's the most important, Davey, eh? We'll settle for 1-0 or 6-0. One of the two. What will we take?
Well, we want to win, obviously, but we want to see some kind of improvement. I mean, there's not. We can't. I'll ask you all this. I'll ask you, Andy, and what do you think? This is just my personal opinion. I think a big factor today will be the crowd. This is a day because we can be so fickle at Ibrox. And if the usual suspects start being as usual garbage, they get on their back. It's going to be it's a long way up the hill. So we've got to get that atmosphere and keep it going. I think. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I think myself. I think the crowd will be with them at the start, you know, because they want to get the manager bedded and make him feel welcome and all that. Right enough. I think even, you know, if we don't play and it is Tuesday, let's say the worst comes to the worst and we lose the first goal or whatever the case may be, the fans could go, but it won't be at the manager, it'll be at the players that are in the team, you know, because that's the problem we've got. He's tied till January. I think he's going to bring in a couple at least. He's kind of told them, right, I'll look at you. They can't go banging him out. So he's going to look at that. The fans, I think we've got to understand here that these same players up until January, we could still have the same performances that we've been getting. Don't mean to say because he's come in that they're going to take any notice of him, because we've got a lot of players in that team, let's not kid ourselves, that have down tools on two managers now, you know. So, and he's having to use them. That's the worry for me.
You were talking about the fans today. I found a nice wee clip online about Hibs fans talking about their trip to Ibrox. So I'll let you hear that and you can give me your opinion on this.
Rangers fans are just full on mental. Like they're just on another planet. Choose one or the other. Who would you choose and why, Liam?
Rangers.
Why? That was very quick.
Yeah, I like Ibrox better than Parkhead.
Rangers as well. Wow. Because fans,
I said Rangers.
Celtic fans absolutely stink.
Yes. Simply the best at Ibrox when they're coming out the tunnel is an absolute tune.
I'm not being funny, but they do have a lot of toe tappers. They're quite you're like that.
What was that one? The Tavernier and Hadji one. What was it?
Oh, the
Super Trooper.
Aye, that was an absolute beauty. That was so good.
Rangers fans are just.
Yeah, what about that, guys? Hey, that's what the Hibs fans think of us. They like us and hate the Tims. They're not that bad, are they?
No, but I'll buy they 3 a pint.
I think that's a set-up. That's definitely a set-up. Somebody must have went in there Loudon and paid the guys to say that.
No, that's legit for a Hibs podcast, mate. That was legitimate. I was surprised when I came across it as well, but and they like our tunes, so they can't all be that bad, you know. Anyway, where were we? Forgot those tracking where we were. Oh, I know what I had today. I better play this.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
come on and enjoin us old Rangers dads. There must be some of you young people listening into this, so... Oh, what's that, Terry's been? Oh, no, can't be telling these kind of jokes, Terry.
This sounds like the Alzheimer's Express, this one.
I
know. Who's on? When did you come on? I've been on for an hour. When did you come on? Oh dear.
Excuse me, old bear. If it wasn't for us old gits, Rangers wouldn't be there.
Well, that's true, Davey. It was our money that kept the club going for years for all these young ones to take care of, isn't it?
I was at a game, Rangers Partick Thistle, 5,500. Where was the other 40,000 season ticket holders in those days? Yeah, well, take a bit of success to get them all out up their arse.
I think the point is there wasn't that many season tickets in that day and age, Davey. It was pay at the gate and get lifted there. That was it.
I'm just exaggerating now, you know.
No, as if you do that often.
No.
Very balanced view. Very balanced. Anyway, what were we talking about? You were talking about something, Andy. What were you saying?
I think talking about the crowd. How Davey asked the question about
that's right.
how the crowd would have.
See, if they play the walking football, Andy. If they play the walking football, there's a chance that the crowd will not like it. There's not a chance they'll not like it. But I don't think they'll boo them. If they see them trying and they're not playing walking football and it's not going right, they'll not boo them. They'll see their efforts getting put in. They'll see they're trying. They're running their heart out. They're fighting for every ball. They're trying to play better. They're trying to score. They're trying to win the game. That's all you can ask for, mate. That is all you can ask for. But if they play walking football again and it's strolling about, if they're actually Brazil or they're good football, well, we're not accepting that because we know they've not got that kind of ability or that stature in football that they can do that. All they've got is hard work, graft, and working for each other. Play as a team, work your socks off, fight, kick, spit. I don't care what you do, but win the game. And if they see that, the crowd see that, they'll get behind them again. They'll get the crowd will go back and back them up again. But we're not going for walking football. We're just not doing it anymore, mate.
But that's been the problem, though, hasn't it? Over a few years, is that we keep saying this, just give some heart, whatever the case may be. But they don't, and that's the worry. As I said there, up until January, he'll suss it out. I mean, I think myself, we can only go by what we've heard of them just at this minute in time. He seems to be bang on at what he wants. I think for the first time in a long while here, we have a manager here that's not going to tolerate them feeling sorry for them, not putting the effort in and all that. And I think, we're going to need to be patient here. But if they don't give him any kind of show of improvement today, he'll work that out pretty quickly. We know what they're like because we've been watching it for the last 3 or 4 years. But I think this guy's not going to tolerate it. But he's stuck. He has to wait here. He's got to play wide, isn't he? Let's be honest. But I think he could be all right. I don't think. I like the bit with the doctors. If they're not right, I want to know why. What are you doing with the job? The bit that you always bang on about, old bear. This guy's going to come out. I think and these guys are going to have to shape up, or they're not going to be there long. I don't think there will be anyway, to be honest. I think when he gets his feet under the desk and all that, and he sees them for what they are, because they won't suddenly change. But let's not kid ourselves here. These players have been like this for the last 3 or 4 years. They're getting older. They ain't going to change. They ain't got the right attitude, some of them. So he's got to work that out, and he'll work that out pretty quickly. But today, for me, get the result. I'm not, like you said, I'm not bothered what the score is, but we get the result here, and then that's us down to 4. They slip up, even the draw. It's game on, mentality change if it gets into them. So that's what I'm looking at. Just win today, or hopefully something happens there tomorrow, and then we're back in. Move forward. That's how I'm looking at it now. Anyway, you can't. You've got game time. He's got a free canvas in it to the end of the season. Really, obviously we need to win trophies. That's got to happen. We have to win the League Cup. There's no doubt about that. We can't lose that again. After we did it when Gerrard won the league and we lost the 2 cups, we knocked them out of one of them. They were out the other. So I have to. This is a great chance for Rangers to win this cup and get some confidence in that winning feeling.
That's a wee while away, mate. We need to concentrate on the game today. Does any of you think that Hibs herself will be a threat? They've got a bit of pace with Johan on the right-hand side and Boyle on the left. They've got Adam Lafondra up front, although he's 36 years old. He's their top goal scorer. They've got a steady defence with the young Australian international Miller, with Hanlon, their captain, who's been there for a long time, and Fish. So they've got quite a steady wee team who have not had a good start to the season, pretty much like ourselves. And do you see any chance that Hibs can come here and get themselves a result, boys?
If we're no up for it, aye. If we're no on our game, aye. Any team's capable of beating us if we're no on our game. If we're on our game, no. But we definitely need to be on our game. And that boy Boyle can hurt us. He's done it in the past, mate. And he can hurt us. So if we can keep him quiet, I think we've got a right good chance. But we need to be on our game.
They came for 2-0 down against Hearts when Johan scored 2 goals in 3 minutes, mate, to pull it back to 2 each. So they're capable of scoring goals, but they're also capable of losing goals. So, and in the end, I think it's going to be a ding-dong of a game today. I think we're going to really get some enjoyment today instead of the usual drudgery. I don't know if any of you agree. I think Hibs is a good opponent today for the new manager. And I think the crowd will get a wee treat today. Anybody?
Yeah, go on, Albert.
No, go for it.
I think if we're not up for it, I think they'll give us a game. You know, they're the same as Aberdeen. They get up for us no matter what, whether they're playing good, bad, or indifferent. The Rangers will have to be really up for it. Look, this is a good game for Rangers if their attitude's right, because, you know, it's a team we like to get stuck into. We get up for it, get a good result against them. It sets us off, you know. They get a good win on the back of St Mirren, get a good win here at Ibrox. I think we're at aim again next week to Hearts. No, get the momentum moving. But yeah, if we're below par, let's not kid ourselves. I wouldn't be surprised if they make it really hard for us. Just get that quick goal, as they always say, and follow it with a second. Comes a different game, and you know, that's my take there.
Davey, you see any threat from Hibs today?
Oh, yeah, Albert just that he tell you everything about it. Just what I was going to say, but it's the same old cliche, innit? Anybody, we know where we should be. But I mean, all the years that I've supported Rangers, I have never ever felt anything other than we'll win the day. But I can't say that now. Not at this moment in time, because it's just not there. Because you're just waiting for them coming out. It's a case of who's going to turn up. That's where we are now. So anybody that comes to Ibrox, if they want to have a pop at us, they're in a good shout, because we're very average, and I hate to say that. That's the and we're getting to a point where we're having a conversation of saying, "I'll take the 3 points." It shouldn't be that all the time. We'll take the 3 points. We want to talk about who played, he done this, he done that. It was a good win. But we're talking about, I'll take the 3 points all the time. That's no Rangers. That's no us, guys.
You're right there. Andy, any bets on the day on the Bears?
Aye, I've gone for my usual 4. So if they come in today late, that'll be a couple of bottles of vodka for tomorrow, and I don't know whether I'll be able to get up on the Monday morning.
Right, anyway, we're just coming to the end of the broadcast. We'll have the last word here for Albert. What's your final comments, Albert?
2-0 win for the Rangers. Comfortable win, Rangers. That'll do me lovely, mate.
Aye, that would do me fine as well. Well, we'll be back roughly 15 minutes after the final whistle. We'll either be moaning or joyous, whatever way it might go. So, see you then, guys. Thanks for listening.
Cheers.
Bye, all.
Cheers, mate.
Bye.
Well, na 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 na. The famous RFC. Na 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 na.